In 2016, more than 4 decades after a group of nature lovers started the Haribon Society, the work to conserve nature continues. And work from everyday people like you is what keeps conservation and our environment alive. Last year, 60 of you met face-to-face with conservationists in Haribon Meets You. Topics such as forest policy to fish depletions were offered, allowing Haribon members to get the latest news and data from the field. Fellow member Onesto Limaco Jr. also joined last year, sharing how he stopped bird hunting to shoot birds with his camera instead. Members Princess Del Castillo and Joaquin Medina joined Haribon's community workshop, meeting communication specialists in the environment sector. While Christine Dapa, another young professional, regularly contributes to Haribon's Adopt a Seedling program and even wrote a short article about her love for growing forests last year. It is people like you who keep the work going. Haribon's conservation work is held by 4 pillars: conserving sites and habitats, saving species, encouraging sustainability, empowering people. Conserving sites and habitats. Our living laboratory, Buhay Punlaan, received a facelift and produced over 14,000 native trees, all thanks to 600 volunteers and 24 different partner organizations. 700 people planted trees in the provinces of Rizal and Laguna, covering at least 12 hectares of land. More than 15,000 native seedlings were planted. Grade 11 students from Multiple Intelligence International School organized a bake sale, raising enough funds to plant more than 24 future trees via Haribon's Adopt a Seedling program. In Negros Oriental, Tatay Eli was once a hunter, using his skills and local expertise to catch species. In 1997, he joined Haribon-supported expeditions as a field guide, and since then has used his expertise to conserve species. Today, he has his own rainforestation site and helps others learn how to start their own forests. In Infanta, Quezon, province members of the Maralitang Mangisda na Munting Sabang Association are working to bring back the mangroves that protect them.
Para po sa samahan namin, nakikita po namin yung aming pagkakaisa. Dito sa project naman po na ito, dagdag biyaya po para sa aming mga pamilya, para po makatulong sa amin.
Ma'am Wilma and the MMMSA planted 3,500 mangrove seedlings, while fellow community members received environmental law education, providing further protection to neighbors and mangroves. Saving species. The Philippine Eagle Project is one of Haribon's oldest projects. Last year, Haribon and Mount Mingan received further protection, led by surrounding communities in Gabaldon, Nueva Ecija. People from all walks of life joined the critical habitat management planning for Haribon. As part of this planning, Sophie Mum, a volunteer from Sweden, joined birdwatching trainings with Dumagat members and Haribon staff. Encouraging sustainability. From our trees to our seas, people like you continue to help improve the management of our natural resources. Members of Kaampaka, o Katagatan Ampingan Pagmata Katauhan, not only keep watch over marine protected areas in Surigao del Sur, they've also started a danggit or rabbitfish social enterprise. Meanwhile, in Manila Bay, more than 24 volunteers escaped the trappings of urban life to Freedom Island. Though many of them had no prior birdwatching or field survey experience, they were able to identify and count 600 birds, and the data they obtained contributed to a global database of the world's migratory waterbirds. Empowering people. You don't have to be on the field to take part in conservation. Social media was used to help spread awareness of rainforestation or the use of native trees to bring back our ecosystems and biodiversity. 200 photos were shared on social media after people were called to identify native trees in their neighborhoods. In the political arena, environmental advocacy is just as important. In the weeks before the 2016 presidential elections, Haribon members and volunteers took part in the research and design of educational materials highlighting the environmental stances of our candidates. And late last year, advocates for environmental groups came together to further enhance the Forest Resources Bill or FRB and have now begun to engage legislators to work on making the bill into law. In addition to strengthening our laws, the future of our environment is also dependent on today's young people. The future of Nauhan Lake National Park has become that much brighter. Over 40 students developed and implemented conservation projects in the area. The volunteer-led Biodiversity on Wheels or BOW continued to move forward. BOW now aims to reach a total of 70,000 students by the end of 2017. But this cannot be done without your help. Haribon reaches its 45th year in biodiversity conservation this November, but the work continues. We must ensure that the country's precious biodiversity and natural resources will be sustained and appreciated 45 more years into the future and beyond. With help from people like you, conservation work and our environment will continue to be alive and grow.